Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cabinet, Tuesday 3rd of December 2019 in the Huddersfield Town Hall. Membership of the Cabinet, we've got apologies from Councillor Viv Kendrick and Councillor Musrat Khan. There are other engagements that are Council/Cabinet related. Item 2, if you've got any interest, please fill the form in. Admission of the public, we've got no public, but we've got Tony here from the local press. Welcome, Tony, again. Any deputations and petitions? No. Member question time, there's no members here. Item 6, community asset transfer of Millsbridge Village Hall. Councillor Graham Turner.
Yep. Chair, thank you. This report seeks Cabinet approval to asset transfer of Millsbridge Village Hall. This is a well-loved and well-used community facility that's been run successfully by the present committee for a number of years. And I'm sure that by transferring the ownership to the local community, we will see it continue to flourish and develop even more. And I wish them all the best. This is the latest in a series of very successful asset transfers the Council has done in the last few years. And I hope that we will see more in the coming years as communities develop facilities that meet the needs and requirements of specific areas. Chair, I ask Cabinet to approve this asset transfer.
Are you okay with that? Everybody okay? Right, thank you very much. Item 7, Councillor Turner again, financial monitoring report, quarter 2.
Chair, this is quarter 2 financial monitoring report. As members will note, our predicted end of year overspend has moved in a positive direction and is now forecast to be 900k. But I'm confident that as the year progresses, this will be reduced even further so that we end the year with a balanced budget or a slight underspend. As members will note, there are parts of the Council that are not performing just as well as others, but I know that the budget holders for these parts of the organisation are aware of this and are working on ensuring their dues spend in line with their budgets. Credit must go to all our staff for their hard work and commitment in keeping a tight hold of the Council's finances during the current year. Chair, I ask Cabinet to accept today's quarter 2 report.
Seconded. We okay? Thank you very much. Item 8, half-yearly monitoring of Treasury Management. Councillor Turner again.
Yeah, sorry. This is the half-yearly Treasury Management report. This report was considered by the Corporate Governance and Audit Committee, and it's simply here for noting prior to it going to full Council.
Thank you, Councillor Graham Turner. Are we okay to second and move that? Thank you very much, members. Item 9, Dewsbury Sports Centre Family Attraction. Councillor Peter McBride.
Chair, pleased to move this. The key to Dewsbury regeneration is footfall, and the anchor points of the strategy to achieve that are investments in Pioneer House, the market, the station, and here the sports centre, of course. We've already spent or committed money for a new lift, but in total this is a £500,000 investment to enhance and upgrade the sports centre, which will become an additional or an increased attraction to a centre that's also important for the health and well-being of the public. So the pieces of the master plan are beginning to come together, and this is just one part of the total strategy. Very pleased to recommend it, and I think Cathy will have more to say about it.
Councillor Cathy, you want to second it and say a few words?
I'd like to second that, and I'd like to say it's welcome news that this Cabinet has continued its investment in Dewsbury. So it's great news today that we've got 320,000 for our town centre, particularly the sports centre, because it needed that investment. It's about making it more attractive and allowing it to move with the times to create interest in people. And this goes back to the growth zones when we talked about the growth zones and making leisure provision an attraction within the town centre, not also about people living within your town centre and increased housing. It's about leisure facilities for people as well. So I'd like to say this has been great work that we've done on the strategic development framework. And I'm often asked, and I think it's got to be put on record today, when we make these decisions, it wasn't today. This was on the flight path when we agreed this strategic development framework in 2018. So we've continued investing, and I'd just like to thank everybody, particularly the officers involved, with the growth zone, everything. It's been absolutely outstanding work, and I want you to refer you to page 79 of the report, where it tells you the balance that's still to come within Dewsbury. So well done for this administration and officers that have worked alongside us.
Any more members want to say anything? No, I'd just like to support what Councillor Peter McBride and Councillor Cathy Scott have said. But one thing that we're aware of, that there are still other towns and villages which is a priority for this administration, and I'm really pleased that on the current election campaigns, all parties are now getting committed to devolution, and all parties are now committed to actually recognising smaller towns and smaller villages. I know certainly that the Labour's policy around this will be to actually put money in other towns and villages. But what we've seen is over a number of years, the bigger core cities have actually taken the bulk of the money, i.e. Leeds, Manchester, Bristol. But I'm really pleased that Huddersfield's got its own master plan. Dewsbury is now getting its master plan together. And what we'll be doing as we move forward is other smaller towns and villages, like in the Colne Valley, in the Spen Valley, we'll be putting more plans together. But it's unfortunate that the government is still adamant to actually have competition for small amounts of money. So towns competing for very small amounts of money. We will continue to bid for them monies, but at the same time, we need more money invested in our town centres, because at the expense of place, we're having to prop up other services, which is the right thing to do in terms of adult social care and children's services. But we need to make sure that we actually keep on arguing the case for the towns and other villages. So I just thought I'd add that in. So are we okay with that, members? Thank you very much. Item 10, revised local development scheme. Councillor Peter McBride.
Thank you, Chair. The local development scheme sets out the range of documents which will inform and enhance the local plan. It will include area action plans for Dewsbury and Huddersfield, neighbourhood plans, supplementary planning documents, and also this shows the timetable, how these will be brought forward. The SPDs don't legally have to be included, but we haven't included them for transparency, so the public can see the range of documents which will inform the totality of planning guidance.
I echo what Councillor McBride has said. The documentation will enable the developers to see that we're serious about our local plan, we're serious about building. There's no ambiguity left, and this documentation will enhance the reputation of our local development framework. Yes, I'm seconding, yes.
Right, members, are we okay to move that? Yes, thank you. Item 11, statement on community involvement. Councillor Peter McBride.
This is another document which is necessary to bring forward against the consequence of the local plan, which is to inform the public of 5 years of the relevant documents which would tell them how the public can be involved in the total process. Of course, we have the local plan and all the range of documents I just referred to. And it enables people to access relevant documents to enable us to be able to be involved in the... Sorry. Shall I start again? I think it'd be better. Yeah. The statement of community involvement is necessary every 5 years to include all a range of documents, ones I've just recently been referring to, which will determine policy for Kirklees, to enable the public to be involved in the process, to have total transparency so that they can know what is affecting them and show how they in turn might be involved in the process of planning.
Cathy Scott.
Yeah, I'd just like to say never has there been such an important document that's coming through now at the moment. It's important because it's bringing the community voice together, and it's also about their involvement in things that we are doing. So this statement of community involvement will sew together the threads of what we said about place-based working and place-based strategies. This will enable progress for the future, because that's what's been stagnating. So it's a good news story, and I'm pleased that the Democracy Commission work, this is another tick box that we set on a journey saying involving communities, either be it by engagement or consultation. So yes, This is really great news. And can I just say that, just for this friend out there that keeps asking when did we start this journey started in 2015. It's not just been made today. The work Cabinet agreed this in 2015, this document.
Thank you, Councillor Cathy Scott. So I'm assuming you seconded it, yeah? Are we okay to move that report? Thank you. Okay, we're going on to item 13, but before we do, we'll have to move into... Oh, sorry, have I jumped the gun? Sorry.
Yeah, but that's person, item 12.
Item 12, right, yeah. Yeah, sorry, item 12. Dewsbury Town Centre Better Spaces Strategy.
Yeah.
Councillor Peter McBride again.
Seems to be my show today. We've previously referred to the big schemes that we're going to inform and develop Dewsbury Renaissance, Pioneer House, the markets, the station, the town hall and so on. As well as the anchor points, we need to enhance and demonstrate the beautiful architecture by creating spaces, creating an ambience, a street profile, a street scene of quality. We want the spaces to be green and pleasant and to introduce interesting artistic features and so on. So this is a statement of the policy by which we want to develop the totality of Dewsbury. So we're trying to create a place that people might want to frequent and that people would be very proud of. And I'm sure when all this is rolled out in detail, the master plan for it will be shown in February, but the people of Dewsbury will see it gradually rolled out over a period, and it will be over about a 5-6 year period.
I just want to say again, this was as a result of the Dewsbury Town Centre Strategic Development Framework that came forward. And it's fantastic news about this Better Space strategy. I know a lot of people have been involved in it. I want to thank officers. And one of the things that I'm really happy about into fruition that's come is about the public art. And I obviously did some presentations on the public art, and I felt that, local people, local artists should be involved, particularly in areas in Dewsbury, to liven it up and bring it to life, particularly with historic things that resonate with our town centre. So again, despite this lengthy process, and Cabinet has stuck with it, this is a fantastic investment for Dewsbury. So I'd just like to thank Cabinet, this administration, and all the officers involved because they've worked tirelessly.
Cathy and I have been round Dewsbury a number of times. We noticed the beauty of the buildings. But one of the important things is to show that off. You need to create spaces and to enable people to be able to walk around and appreciate what they might see, and particularly as they look up, we'll see something quite magnificent. So that creation of spaces is critically important in the total in the total planning. I think people previously thought you just buy buildings and just renovate them, but it's in some cases we might be buying buildings, knock them down to create spaces.
Thank you. Are we all okay to approve that? Thank you very much. Item 13, we've got item 13 and then we've got a private session and then we go back to item 15. So, Councillor Turner, do you want to go in private session now? Yes?
No, we're going to private session now.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, Tony. As always.